Number 7, Metiria Turei.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker, tēnā koutou te whare. My question is to the Prime Minister and asks, does he stand by all his government's policies?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, yes.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Does he agree with the Associate Minister of Conservation, Nicky Wagner's summary of his government's policy to save the Maui dolphins, that we'll all cross our fingers?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I'm sure the member has taken the Minister out of context. But what the Minister, I'm guessing, would have been talking about is the quite significant steps the government actually has taken to protect the Maui dolphin, which includes now allocating effectively 100 square kilometres of set net bands for every one of the estimated 55 Maui dolphins, a total of 6,200 square kilometres, making sure an observer is on all fishing vessels and essentially working very hard to ensure that we do the best that we can for a species which is endangered.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Does the Prime Minister stand by his government's policy to allow fishing methods lethal to dolphins, mineral mining exploration and dangerous seismic surveying for oil and gas in the marine mammal sanctuary where the Maui dolphins live?
Mr Speaker.
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr Speaker, firstly, the member might have a little credibility on the topic if she's stuck to fishing, because there's no evidence to support, actually. Well, no, it's actually factually correct. There is no evidence to support that mining or exploration is endangering Maui dolphins. And if it was any, your government wouldn't have carried on doing it over that time. Oh, sorry, Annette King, your government wouldn't have continued to support it. So, Mr Speaker, when it comes to set nets, that is an area which could potentially endanger Maui dolphins, and that's exactly why the government has taken the steps that it took in the legislation or the policy statements it brought in 2012.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
If in the marine mammal sanctuary for Maui dolphins you can still mine for minerals, drill for oil and gas, fish with methods that kill dolphins, what part of his pollution economy are the Maui dolphins safe from?
Well, Mr Speaker,
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
In the last 40 years, they've been undertaking oil and gas exploration in Taranaki, and there isn't a single example of a Maui dolphin that's been killed as a result of that. And that really is fundamentally the problem with the Greens, and that is that they are going to try and hoodwink a bunch of New Zealanders that an industry that supports thousands and thousands of jobs, produces the better part of $1 billion in royalty and taxes that goes towards paying for all the things that the Greens constantly say they want people to have more of, like health and education and welfare support, should be put all in jeopardy for a misguided belief that oil and gas is affecting the plight of Maui dolphins. Well, you see, this is the problem, isn't it? When you don't know what you're talking about, you make up policies that won't work.
The answer is now long enough.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Metiria Turei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Is the reason that National are failing to follow the International Whaling Commission's recommendations to prevent all of these lethal and potentially lethal human activities, including the seismic surveying within the marine mammal sanctuary, in order to protect the last 55 Maui dolphins in the world? Are they failing to follow the International Whaling Commission's recommendations because they're too busy whining and dining the oil and gas industry?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, when it comes to whining, the member just needs to look to her right.
Point of order. Point of order. Thank you.
Order. Point of order.
Point of order. Sir, that is no...
Order. This is a point of order.
Sir, that is no answer to the question. The Prime Minister needs to address the question.
Order. On this occasion, I can't agree with the member.
What a surprise.
Question number 8. Question number 8, Louise Upson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Tertiary Education, Skills and Employment.